All right.
Powered by Riverside.
I want you guys to connect. Hey, I got a good guest for you. I got something special. Connect. The world wants to meet the models. That's you. So today you get to do that. Okay. Today we got Ayisha is in the
Powered
building.
by Riverside.
Hey, Ayisha. What's happening? Welcome to the Calvin Child Show. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. How are you today?
Amazing. How are
That's
you?
good. That's good. I'm pretty good. So I'm happy to have you here today. Welcome to the Calvin Child Show.
Thank
We
you
are
for having
on.
me.
We are live on Facebook and multiple other platforms today. So, okay. All right, everybody. Today I got Aisha's in the building. She's going to tell us a little bit about her, and we're going to have a conversation. So, good morning. How are you? So, Aisha, how you doing today?
Amazing. Every
That's
day is,
good.
is a blessing.
That's good. So tell us where you from?
I am from Baltimore, Maryland. My
Well,
family is from Antigua, so I'm the first American born.
really, Antigua. Where's that?
In the West Indies, a Caribbean island, in the Lesser Antilles Islands.
Okay, is that like close to like Jamaica or?
Close to Montserrat. Most of the time, like if you stop on a flight, it would stop in Puerto Rico, and then like less than an hour flight from Puerto Rico to Antigua.
Okay, so is that like his own country?
Yes.
Okay,
Independent.
I didn't know. I didn't know. Another, a
hmm
lot of other people
You
might
gotta
got
you
those.
gotta visit. You gotta visit. Lots of cruises and things like that.
Really?
365 beaches. Beautiful, amazing place.
So, what age were you when you came to America?
I was born here. I was the first
Oh, okay.
American born here. My sisters and my parents were born in Antigua.
Okay, so you actually been back there and everything?
Yes, many, many times. I have a sister that still lives there too, and some family.
Is there like a modeling scene out there? Have you been in any shows out there? I have no idea what it's like.
Not yet, not yet, but that's actually a good idea for me to look
Okay,
into.
okay, all right. So, like, how big is the country itself?
It's a small island. It's two islands, Antigua and Barbuda, um, but one unit.
You said
Uh,
Barbados or
Barbuda.
Barbuda? Okay,
Yep,
okay,
Antigua and Barbuda. hmm
okay.
Small
All right.
island.
So,
That's probably why you haven't heard of it yet, but it's actually more popular than you think if you look into it as a tourist.
okay, how about that? So, what got you started modeling?
Oh man, when I was younger, my parents got me into modeling. They always said I was always ready for pictures. I was just about never caught off guard. So when I was around 5, they put me in a modeling class. I learned etiquette and things like that, runway and how to speak on camera, how to do public speaking, things like that. And from there, I continued. I did take a
Oh,
liking to it. So it was one of the many things I did when I was
oh,
young.
wow, wow. So, what was it like the first time you put on high heels?
that's a that's a good question because I don't even remember honestly. I remember our little church shoes with the little white shoe with the strap and my little lace socks and everything. I don't even think kids do that anymore. Like it's so cute. They should bring it back. But those used to be my favorite shoes every Sunday to put on my dress shoes or anytime I had to get dressed up, I did like it. I did. Even
So,
though I love sneakers, I prefer sneakers honestly, but when I put those shoes on, I put them on, okay?
so, so, what about the first time you had to walk in high heels on the runway? You know.
On a runway, I feel like it's always like your heart gets in your throat because you're like, OMG, all right, it's showtime. Don't trip, don't fall, don't slide off the stage, don't overshoot where, you're your markers are on the stage to make sure you get the right pictures and things like that. So it's always a showtime moment, and then you just do it. So I don't think I ever really had much of a stage fright. So
Did,
yeah.
did you ever fall on the runway?
No, not yet. Not so far. I always tell people never think you're perfect. So I'm not gonna say no, never. Like I'm not a human and things can happen. Staging can happen. Who knows? But so far, no. Aisha stays off the floor.
Right, right. So, what are some of the designers in the Baltimore area that you had a chance to work with?
Ooh, many. From Earl Bannister, Alec Rasimnik Couture, Psycho Design, Yele, Yvette Monique Couture, a lot of designers actually.
Wh-
Bernard from Salute Culture, um, Jermaine of Madison Walker, a lot of designers, a lot.
which one would you say is the most elaborate?
Most elaborate? Ooh, they're all very detailed.
like
That's
like
a
like
hard
you know, the thing is,
question.
like, when they have some designers, I know especially in Paris and stuff, when they have a show, it's a show, it's just all kinds of extra
Takes a
extra
lot of
extra
getting to
extra
control.
extra clothes, extra hair, extra makeup, just
Yeah.
dogs on the floor, just the works.
Wow. I will say there's three that definitely get very showtime when it's time. So I would say that would be Alec Rasimnik Couture, Earl Bannister, and Yvette Monique Couture. Yvette does lots of elaborate headpieces, um, show-stopping headpieces, beautiful things, along with the clothes as well. Earl Bannister will bring the lengths, the tails, the trains, the capes, um, details. Carl of Alec Rasimnik Couture, he's also very detailed. You'll have some tulle, you'll have some lace, you'll have some appliques, some see-through things, some trains, some designs and cutouts, mixing of materials, things like that. So they're all very detailed. I love all of them. They're amazing. Beautiful, beautiful talent and work that they put out when it's showtime.
Okay, let's keep it Baltimore local. What's your favorite venue in Baltimore where they, to have a runway show that you've been in, or that you are aware of?
I would say the M&T Bank Exchange. The Baltimore Met Gala was there 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago. And then last year it was at Live Casino, which is also a cool venue as well. But that M&T Bank Exchange, the lighting was immaculate, the runway was long, the setup, the levels, the balconies, the sound system, the screens, everything was very detailed. And you felt like you were at a show, a big show.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was good.
It's interesting because I never heard of M&T Bank until I had to get a home loan, and they came through, came through strong. So I got to know a little more about M&T Bank, and they all right. I thought they was a really small bank, but it seemed like they
Yeah.
making some big moves. How about that? How about that? So, so have you modeled for designers outside of Baltimore area? Like, are there some other designers where you had to get in the car or plane and go and work, or do some modeling outside of that area?
Yes. Now with that was some time ago. So names, I'm sorry, don't remember. But I've done a few things between Virginia, um, New York, Philly,
Okay.
uh,
Okay.
DC, of course, that's around the corner.
Mhm. All right.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Not far, far yet, but I'm definitely ready for the expansion and to
Okay,
expand.
so here's the opportunity, everybody. She said she's ready, so y'all can hit her up. So now I know you dabbled, or I remember hearing you say you dabbled in some acting. So you want to talk about that a little bit? some of the movies or plays or shows that you've been in?
Yes. So as for the acting, that started, I would say, late 2021. One of my college friends, shout out to Marcy, she sent me an application and said, hey, they're looking for background actors for Rustin, which is a huge movie that was on Netflix. And I'm like, girl, what am I supposed to do with this? I've never been on set for anything. Like, no. Other than like the news when I was little. But, you
Right.
know, so she's like, girl, just do it. The worst they can say is no. And I'm good with no's. That's fine. So I did. And that was the first set I was on. So ever since then, it's just been back to back. I was super fascinated with the process, the organization, how it works, the end results, and things like that. So from there, the next thing I did was We Own the City. That's on HBO as well. I played multiple people, so I look different every single time. Very diverse. I've done commercials, like two giant ads, a DC Metro commercial, a asthma medication commercial, a few more things coming up that I'm not going to speak on because we signed NDAs. So a movie in the works as well, and another commercial in the works as well. I've done Night Hall, that's another movie. I've done Flood, that's on Tubi as well. So quite a few things. I've been working, y'all.
Okay. Okay. Everybody that's in Baltimore always say, "Yeah, I ran into the set of was The Wire, that the 50 Cent movie. I mean, Netflix thing. Did you ever like see that play out, or was near a street where they was filming?
The Wire, no. I don't live in that area or near that area, honestly, where they were filming. I've driven past it many times, like heading to Kennedy Krieger, which is a like developmental institute. So going there, I've seen the areas, but no, I never came across the set. I know a lot of
Okay.
people who have or have ended up as extras during those
Okay.
times, but
How about that? How about that? So, I always tell models, what do you stand for? What is your mission? What do you stand 10 toes down on trying to cure, help, do better, so on and so forth. You want to elaborate on any of your causes, any of your things you believe in?
I would definitely say I'm a huge advocate for autism. And I know that's been a lot of talk now on autism. Not going to get into that, but I'm a huge advocate for it. My son is autistic, so the kids in the class and things like that, I always make sure, we look out for each other in that community, inclusion, exception, understanding, things like that. So
So
autism is a
what are
big
some
one.
of the things you think that you could do better as a person, or to help the cause?
Keep advocating and talking about it, making sure people understand it is a normal conversation, is nothing to be ashamed of or afraid of. It's not a disease, it's not a dysfunction. It's literally just a difference. So, yeah, for autism,
Are,
I would
are,
say to keep the conversation going.
right. Are there any nonprofits that you support that can maybe shout out to tell people to go support those nonprofits that could benefit autism that you're aware of?
I would say definitely Kennedy Krieger Institute, with funding for them, especially with how government things are going now. I would say to keep donating to the places that work on the treatments and the studies and actually do the work, like boots on the ground with it. Um, Spark is another um, organization. They work in genetics. They're studying like genomes and things like that. So uh, getting to the root of autism or what the mutations and things like that might be, or if it's something that could be passed down throughout families, stuff like that. So I support the studies and, you know, places that do the real work and not just, go by word of mouth. And they really actually care about it. And it's not just about, you know, popularity or money.
Let's talk about photo shoots.
Mhm.
Uh, Tell me about some of the more elaborate photo shoots you've been on.
What has been one that was quite a journey? I would
Were there
say,
any on rooftops or balconies or basements or
I would
any
say
interesting photo shoot
the most
stories you got?
fun, the most fun shoot, an interesting shoot, and the photographer was cracking up the whole time because I was trying to get in between all the things. Um, we were at a playground in DC, and the monkey bars weren't like regular monkey bars. They kind of had this triangular shape, and I was like, I could fit in there, and he was like, "Are you serious? You're gonna try to get in there in a dress?" I was like, "Yep, I'm gonna get in there." So I got in there, and I'm like doing all these poses in between the monkey bars, whether I'm hanging down or laying inside across it. I was upside down on a slide. I was hanging from the basketball hoop. Like we were all over the place. This guy let me hold his skateboard. It was fun. And I'm a people person, so I'm not scared of strangers. And so it was cool. I was like, "Hey, can I hold your skateboard?" He was like, "Oh my gosh, if I could take a picture with you." I'm like, "Of course." So that was fun. I don't know how to skateboard, but I can pose with anything.
About that. Let me ask you some rapid fire questions. All right, these questions, all you gotta
Oh
do is
boy.
just give answer as fast as possible. Sneakers or shoes?
Sneakers,
Okay. Wigs or weaves?
wigs,
Skirts or pants?
pants.
Tights or sweats?
You said
Tights or sweatpants? You know?
sweatpants.
Okay.
I'm kind of a tomboy. Like I'm a girly tomboy because I don't mind, dressing up when I have to. But other than that, give me comfort all day long.
Okay. Photo shoots or runway?
Photo shoots,
Modeling or acting?
acting.
Right. I didn't know you would say that, but that's cool. Nothing wrong with that. Um, uh, Apple or Samsung?
Samsung. S22 Ultra still working, not trapped
Oh,
into buying a
that
new
that the
one.
S22 is nice. Yeah, it
Awesome
is.
phone. Okay, look, free ad, Samsung. Look at this. This also serves as a remote. Okay, yes,
Really?
best camera in the world. Okay, Samsung
Yeah.
S22 Ultra. This isn't even the newest phone.
All
Anyway,
right, give
I'm,
give us
I'm
give
done
us a
my
quick
spiel.
Samsung commercial. Give us a quick Samsung commercial.
Hit
Come
me up,
on the
Samsung.
fly. They gonna hit you up now. Give us a quick Samsung commercial with your phone. You got the phone right there.
S22 Ultra, not just the phone, but also good for business, documents, signing. You want to take a picture from over there? This can be your remote. You don't even need your remote. You can find your face on the screen, wave, and you have a 2-second countdown, pose for your picture. Hands free. Best camera, not trapped in a cult, very compatible with things. Samsung, all day long. Get you one.
All right. How about that? How about that? All right. Okay. So, what are your hobbies?
Wow, I love dance. I love martial arts, kickboxing, taekwondo. I like taking naps. I am big on rest, and I feel like okay, I feel like rest is key neutral. Okay, you gotta sleep. Don't. I'm not team no sleep or sleep when I die. Nah, I'm not. I'm not a supporter of that. Ayisha will rest. Okay, so dance, playing games, and martial arts. Those are my favorite things.
Okay. How about that? Well, let me ask you. Do you want to tell people, give them your Instagram or anything like that? You want to just shout out to your Instagram, your IG. Here's a few minutes. Just go ahead, um, give them those.
Yes, yes. So you can find me on Instagram at the next page, THENEXTPAIGE_86. And that's the same on TikTok, which I literally just started a TikTok. So there's nothing on there yet, but let's rack some followers up while I figure out starting that. And
I
on
have plenty of
Facebook,
clips from this, that's for sure.
right? Okay, so on Facebook, Ayisha Page, Ayisha.
And I'm also going to leave those links down at the bottom of this page and everything like that. So, is there anything that you want people to know about you that they don't know?
I definitely want you to follow Noah's Village on Instagram. That's my son's autism page. I started that because at resources, at free events and trainings, seminars, and things, I was always looking like the youngest person in the room or the only Black person, if even another was in the room. And I felt like that was a lack of knowledge in our community. So not knowing that there are resources, not knowing that the conversation is being had with autism and things like that. So I started that autism page from there just to share the story and keep the conversation going, like I said, um, and show that there's no shame in it. So spreading that love and inclusion and the word, and just from starting it, I didn't realize I knew so many people that were either autistic themselves or had children or people around them that were autistic as well. So once you start the conversation, you realize you have a larger community than you thought.
Is that a Adidas cheetah print hoodie you got on?
Yes,
That thing is fly. That is
it's
fly.
one of my favorite
Yeah.
hoodies. It's very
Okay,
comfortable.
Adidas, y'all gotta hook her up, Adidas. Y'all have
Adidas,
to,
Samsung. Shout out to
uh,
Fenty as well. I want to hook up with her at some point,
you know,
hopefully.
Cynthia, you gotta give her something so she can shout y'all out. All right, another interview coming soon. Well, thank you for your time and being a part of the show. And we appreciate everything. And all right, so that's it for us. But we